Hey, hi guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today we'll be talking about one of the crucial concept, the concept which is reshaping the way we work. And the concept is about AI agents. So today we'll not just talk about AI agents, but we'll also talk about the process, the logic and systems behind how an AI agent thinks and how it performs the task which a human assistant perform, but in a faster and smarter manner. So, without wasting further of your time, let's get into it. So, before moving forward, there is a statement by McKinsey which is that 50% of the work can be automated by 2045. So, biggest statement, right? But what would be the reason? The question is, how is it possible? How is it possible to replace 50% of the workforce within a span of, say, 10 to 15 years? It's difficult, right? So, the first breakthrough in this revolution came into the form of AI agents. So let me ask you a question. What do you think? What are AI agents? I know this is a recorded session, but I want the session to be equally engaging. So I want you to pause this video here and write in the comment box what do you know and what do you mean by an AI agents? What is your understanding of AI agents before moving ahead? Okay. So I hope that you return it in the comment box and let's move ahead. So, agents are autonomous systems that can perceive, reason, and act on your behalf using the tools and data. Just in a similar manner, as human also requires some knowledge and tools to perform the task. In a similar manner, AI agent requires the tools and data. And yeah, of course, it perceive, it reasons, and it act on your command. Okay, so let's take an example to understand the AI agents in a better manner. Okay, so suppose you have to book an appointment with a doctor. So you called the hospital, a receptionist picked your call and booked the appointment for you. But what if we can replace the receptionist with an agent here? What would an AI agent do in this case? So let's understand the process how an AI agent, if would be there in place of receptionist, what would that AI agent do? So first it understand the requirement of the user or requirement of the client. Suppose you want an appointment to for your neck treatment, like there's a pain in your neck, so you will inform the AI agent about that thing. So it will record it in the memory, and then it will check the availability of the time slots available for the appointments. Then it will return to the user with a booking slot with the available time slot. Then it will send the confirmation mail to the user, and then finally it will update the same thing into the CRM. So this is the process which is there behind an AI agent, if that would be there in place of that receptionist. So you just saw how an agent automated the task which requires human effort and little intelligence, right? So this brings us to a question, and the question is an agent a replica of human? And I want you to write it in the comment box as well. What do you think about this question? Are agents a replica of human? Will they be able to replace humans in the future? I want you to answer in the comment box. Okay, so my answer is partially yes. And to justify this, let's understand a scenario. So, what makes a human professional effective? Suppose you're a professional, say in the field of data analyst. What would be the characteristic and what would be the skill set that you have that makes you unique apart from the rest of the world? So let's talk about the skills and tools that you use to do your daily work and to do excel in your profession. So the soft skill that a data analyst have is the critical thinking, is the ability to analyze the data and the communication. And talking about the hard skills, so it's data skills to interpret the data, to derive the insights out of the data. Then it comes the coding, then the presentation. So all these are the hard skills that uh, a data analyst have. And talking about the tools that a data analyst use to perform their daily tasks are the Excel, Power BI, Python, and Docs. So you might be familiar about all those tools because it's needed for data analysts to smoothly do their work. So this is human need tools and skills to do their work. So as I discussed in the last slide as well, so this is just a brief of what a human also need to perform the task. So, but what if we think like in the same manner for agents? So just like humans, agents also need skills which allow them to build logic and allow them to reason based on the prompt that you give. And tools like the apps, and like we can connect each and every app with the AI agents using API, and we can provide the data in the form of knowledge bases with the external data in the form of PDF, docs, and any kind of research document that you have. You can provide it to the AI agent, and it will analyze and store the data which is there in the doc, and then it will respond to you in a manner in which you want based on the data which is there in the document that you give. Okay, so they learn and execute just things just in a manner in which a human do, step by step. So since the journey of a data analyst is like learning the things step by step, and then they become a professional. In the same manner, when we are building AI agents, we need to attach the tools, and we have to provide the right prompts, right system prompt, and attach the right tool so that it will be able to do the same job which a data analyst can do. Yeah, this is the reason which for which I believe that the answer should be the answer of the question that are agents a replica of humans is partially yes, because like look at this diagram first of all. So there are five parameters. One of the parameters is tools, and the rest four parameters are memory, external knowledge, prompting, and LLMs. So all the four parameters allows an agent to develop the skill which is a part of human. It's in the instinct, not in this instinct, but by the by as the time passes, a human gains the knowledge and skill. But for an AI agent, for an AI, it's not the same. You need to provide the resources to for the skill development of an AI. So all these parameters are there which allows an AI to build the skill, and tools are already there. Like you can attach the tools in the form of API. And yeah, so let's understand the structure and mechanism of how an AI agent works. So like let's take an example. So meet the executive assistant agent Jerry. So what is Jerry? What can a Jerry do? Jerry is an AI agent which is capable of reading your mails, sending mails on your behalf, finding mails, get calendar events, access your contacts, create calendar events, and a hell lot of things it can do. So let's break down how Jerry is working. Okay, so this is Jerry, this super agent who is in the uniform of an agent. So he's our super agent, and the name of the agent is Jerry. So there are three sub agents which are attached to Jerry. So the first sub agent is the email agent, second sub agent is calendar agent, and the third one is calendar agent. So what are the parameters and what are the tools which are there with email agents? So these are the tools I was talking about. So tools are the get mails and send mails. And similarly for calendar agent, there are create event and get event. And for and for contact agent, it's access phone and mail details. So all these three are the sub agents that our super agent have. And talking about the skills, so these are all the tools, right? But talking about the skills, so it will acquire the skills through the LLM that we attach with a super agent is with the external sources of knowledge that we provide to our agent. So all these things builds the skill of an AI agent. So this was about the tools. A skill they can develop using the LLM like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google Gemini. So all the things allow an agent to build this skill. Okay, so all right, that was all about breaking down an AI agent, which was Cherry. And now I have assignment or homework kind of a thing for you. So I want you to build and break down sub agent for a HR agent. Suppose you're an HR and you want to automate your work and you want to build an HR agent. So I want you to come up in a similar structure in which I shown you the Cherry. You have to come up with a super agent, and then the sub agents needed to build that agent. You have to come up with this thing, and in the next lecture we'll be discussing about the breakdown of this HR agent. So yeah, that was there on the slide. So yeah, that was all about the session, and I hope that you understand what AI agents are and how they are working, and you understood the breakdown behind how an AI agent works. So that was all for the session, and thank you so much for your time, and we're meeting you soon with the next video where we'll be building some cool stuff using the AI agents building tools, and we'll also be talking about the all the tools which are there in the market which allows you to build your own automations and AI agents.